Morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Michael Zuber, author of One Rental at a Time, and this is, of course, your daily financial news. This is a news show that you can watch every day. Yes, every day means Saturday and Sunday as well. We try to do it at 7:30. We are successful 6 days a week, and then on Thursdays we do it at 7 a.m. Again, this is done live. It's basically something I've been doing for 30 years. I just now take a bunch of notes and I talk to my phone and tell you what I see is going on in the market. I've been doing this for 30 years because I want to understand what's going on. I want to understand the consumer. I think the consumer drives the market. I think that is a missing element in a lot of the discussions. As I shared yesterday from memory, the consumer is 68.2% of our economy. So if you can find out where they are going, you can make some pretty good decisions. And as I shared this morning, I don't normally do early mornings, but I just had to get it done because today is going to be a busy day. I did a live show about single family homes and the fact that I think they're about to get pretty scarce. I think they're about to become unicorns and rainbows and all of those things. And it's time to do the work. I think we have a little bit of time in 2021 where some supply could be hitting the market that we can take advantage of. So enjoy. I do think now's the time to do the work. I think it shows up in the summer, and we have 6 months to really take advantage of the market. And shout out to the dad who bought his daughter my course, the course How to Get Started One Rental at a Time. For 199 bucks, I couldn't imagine a better investment. Plus, you get added to a Facebook group. Plus, I do a Friday or a Saturday live stream. Lots of stuff going on. Shout out to you. Congratulations. And I look forward to some fun conversations. Can you imagine the conversations you'd have with your kid if you both studied how to get started one rental at a time? How cool would that? Talk about yield and average and good and great and how to build a team. That'd be pretty fun. Anyways, I digress. I got distracted by one of these little thought bubbles that pop up on my phone. But anyways, good stuff going on. I do want to tell you about a great interview I have at 8 o'clock. I've actually been trying to get ready for it. So as you know, when we talked about Investor Mania 2.0 a couple weeks ago, one of the things that was an aha moment for me is the financial or mortgage market is a lot more advanced. When I was doing one rental at a time, it was essentially banks or hard money. And what you are going to hear at 8 o'clock, it will be posted today, I promise, is there's a whole non-QM, think hedge fund, think deep pocket investors who have inserted themselves between banks and hard money. You're going to hear from a organization who's publicly traded, who's reached out to me and said, we want to talk to your audience. We're going to give them a shot. We're going to see if they live up to their reputation. They're going to give you much better rates than hard money. They're going to help you with BRRRR projects and take down investments across the country with a few exceptions, right? They don't serve every state. So I'm looking forward to that conversation. I look forward to the value they bring you because I know a lot of you are like, I can't get the money. I got a great deal. So I've been talking to non-QM investors ever since that discussion with John Burns Consulting. So we'll see. We'll see if these guys live up to it and provide value. We'll see. So back to the April 30th daily financial news. 4 months are over. 4 months of 2021 are over. We are now standing in the sunlight. Stop looking backwards. Ugliness back there. Let's talk about what's going on. It is going to get good from here. We do have Amazon profits yesterday. These are amazing. Amazon profits up to $8.1 billion. $8.1 billion in a quarter. That's 90 days. That's nuts. Q1 sales were up 44% to $108 billion. Man, there is no wonder that the powers that be want to tax Amazon. When you're posting numbers like this and you're paying zero corporate tax, that can kind of get annoying, I bet. So yeah, we will see what's going on there. On the flip side, Twitter had it actually had a decent accounting report, right? That's kind of what my training is, right? Because they beat top and bottom, but they indicated that their active daily users missed expectations. They were expecting 200 million and they got 199, right? A million off. And man, their stock got hammered. Woo! 11% or something. So again, folks, it's not about these earnings reports. I keep telling you, right? It's not about the accounting that looks back. It's about what's going on. And in Twitter's case, and probably all the social medias, when you get lower active daily users, that's kind of a negative snowball. So we'll see what Twitter does there. March consumer spending. I talked about this number. I talked about Friday's economic numbers all the way back on Saturday. Well, they're finally here. Consumer spending up 4.2%. Normally, that'd be a pretty cool number, but you and I know a lot of that was stimulus, right? It's kind of fake, but still spends, right? The check still clears. To show you just how fake it was, March personal income jumped 21.1%. Come on. If that's just not obvious stimulus dollars, it is. I think it's $1,400, right? So yeah, stimulus money come out. Next up, we got copper. Copper's one of those kind of early commodities that get bought very early in an economic expansion. It's kind of the canary in the coal mine. It has hit a 10-year high. Prices not seen since March of 2011. Again, it's used in lots of areas of industrial applications or production. It is up 27% in 2021, but of course, no inflation. It is up 12% in April. Of course, no inflation. I'm trying to be sarcastic. It's hard sometimes, but anyways. I want to have an over-under with you. If you're one of my audiences or subscribers, thank you very much. We often do this. I just have some fun. So there's a number that's reported next Friday, May 7th. It is going to be job growth. Just for references, when April's job growth was reported way back, I think on April 5th, it reported 906 million, which is, or no, I'm sorry, not 906. Strike that from the record. 916,000. 916,000. I added a zero. I added a couple of zeros. Now, 916,000. So May 7th, I'm going to give you an over-under of 1.5 million. Way back in April, right? I love the fact that these daily financial newses are recorded or saved or whatever you call it, because I was calling for 1 million in May, way back then. It looks like a bunch of economists have raised their forecast, with most of them between 1.2 and Jeffries got it at 2.1 million jobs created in April. That's a big number. That's a monster number. I'm going to put the over-under at 1.5, and I'm going to take the over. I usually take the over. I'm going to take the over. Do you think 1.5 million jobs created in the month of April gets reported on May 7th? You got the over or the under? Let me know. Then kind of two more topics. The labor secretary, I forgot to note his name, says that Lyft, Uber, and DoorDash, a lot of their gig workers should actually be classified as employees. That would mess with their business model. That would be disruptive. So it does look like the current administration is going to go after the gig economy. If they are successful and they force Lyft, Uber, and DoorDash to qualify these folks as employees, we could look for reduced services and higher prices. I know this because when Uber was battling the state of California, they were like, this is going to happen. You're going to have less of them and they're going to pay more. So again, it will be interesting to see how forceful the labor secretary wants to be and if they want to disrupt Lyft, Uber, and DoorDash. And then finally, closing out, there's a gentleman named Leon Cooperman. He is the favorite billionaire to beat on by Elizabeth Warren. We've talked about him before, but he's out on the TVs now saying he's a fully invested bear, if that makes any sense to you. But basically, he thinks the market has room to run. He thinks earnings are going to be up in the short term, but he thinks there will be a lot of demand that gets pulled forward, and we will be greatly disappointed with the second half. Oh, look at you guys are awesome. Marty Walsh is the current labor secretary. You guys are awesome. I didn't even write that down, and you took care of me. Thanks. So again, what we are going to do, Leon Cooperman talks about, he says rising taxes, rising rates, inflation will eventually hit earnings, and we will be greatly disappointed in the second half of the year. That's hard to argue, right? We're going to see a lot of stuff being pulled forward. Think about Amazon's blowout numbers. Think about, McDonald's and Starbucks and all of that. But once we get back going and the stimulus wears off, and you can only go out to eat so often, and once you take your summer vacation, you may take two, but you're not going to take four. It will be interesting to see what happens in the second half of the year. Not forget that we're talking about spending $6 trillion, and we're talking about raising taxes, and people are going to have to make choices on where to put their money and invest or not invest, which is an option. I think we are going to disrupt or throw sand in the gears of a normal economy. So it's going to be interesting to watch. So again, I look forward to my 8 o'clock conversation. We are bringing in non-qualified mortgage, non-qualified mortgage provider to the market, again, between banks and hard money. I'm bringing it to you because I think it can help the one rental at a time community. We'll see. We'll see if they live up to the customer service that I expect from people that I talk to. Yeah, let me get ready for that recording, and we'll see what happens from there. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Remember, today's a great day to make some money, and let's be better than yesterday. Thanks.